A test tube contains a hemisphere of diameter 3 surmounted by a cylinder. Now, here's the trick here. Distance from here to here, anybody? Or here to here? It's 1.5. Why is it 1.5 again? It's a circle, isn't it? Or a hemisphere, so it's the same in every direction. So, would everybody agree that's 1.5? That's 1.5. What is it from here to here? 4. 4 plus 1.5 is 5.5. Didn't it say it was 5.5 tall? Alright, I'll go back a section. See that number there? 5.5, right? Yeah. Happy days? Now. Alright, what's the volume of the hemisphere? 2 over 3 pi r cubed. What's the volume of the cylinder? Volume of a cylinder, lads? Yeah. So what's the radius cubed? And what's the radius squared by height? Did anybody get the correct answer for this? Actually, we have it up here, don't we? It'll all turn out to be 45 over 4 pi centimeters cubed. Any questions? You would put it into your calculator and prove it, right? Yeah? Put it into your calculator and prove it. Okay? Alright, everybody cool? Everybody's mask covering their nose, yeah? Alright, good. Now, we're on to part 6 now. Now, part 6 is very similar to the one we just did, isn't it? You agree with that? So, okay, let's do this. A hot water container is in the shape of a hemisphere on top of a cylinder. As shown, the hemisphere has a radius of 25 centimeters and the container has a height of 100 centimeters. Find the internal volume of the cylinder. Alright, no bother. What's the height from here to here? Would everybody agree it's what we used last time, isn't it? 2 over 3 pi r cubed plus pi r squared h. Everybody cool with that? So, what do we get then? 2 over 3 pi times 25 to the power of 3 plus pi times radius, 25 squared times height. So what do we get there? Huh? Oh yeah, thanks, I'll do that now. Has anybody got this answer?
179,187.
Ouch. Alright. That's a big number, isn't it? 179,987. I'll just do that. 179, what's a 987? Centimeters cubed. Have to divide by 1,000 to turn it into litres. And what do we get then? 179.987 litres, which is 180 litres. Everybody cool? Alright. A lagging jacket is put on the outside. Now what's the effect of the lagging jacket? The effect of the lagging jacket is what, guys? Find the total volume of the container including the lagging jacket. It's exactly the same formula we used up here, except what's the difference? What's the new radius? 30. What do we think of the height? Still 70. 75, isn't it? So let's try this out. pi times 30 cubed. This one ain't so bad. Alright, what you get for that?
I got 2,100. Sorry. Yeah, 21. Yeah, 2,100. No, sorry, 212,057.
212,057 centimeters cubed. Does anybody else get that?
I put the two formulas and did all that.
It says the total volume of the container, so.
Yeah, but I added them at the end.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with it. Just give me a second.
Oh, yes, sorry, that was.
Sorry, just give me a sec, guys. 30, yeah. And then the other one? 30. 268,606. Anybody get that one?
Yeah.
That's all I was asking you for. Just some both added together. Okay. Change that divided by 1,000 and turn it into 268.6 liters, which is actually 269 liters. Now, what do? Take both answers away from each other, because the lagging jacket is what makes the second one bigger. So 269 take away. Anybody? 180. The answer is 89. Do you have a question?
Are you just wondering about 1,000 because that's what
It has to be in liters, yeah, to compare it to the first one. Comment on the suggestion that the lagging jacket should cover the bottom of the container. Well, the lagging jacket is made up of a spongy material, isn't it? The lagging jacket is this thing that covers your hot tank. It's like a warm jacket. And you don't put it on the bottom because the bottom would be insulated by the floor. Would you agree with that? And there also might be pipes going through it. So it makes it a difficult build. Is that okay? So you don't want to do that. You'd never be asked question 4 in an exam. Why wouldn't you be asked question 4 in an exam? The plumber question, not a math question. Okay? What did they give you next? Awesome. Now, is everybody able to picture what this looks like in 3D? What does it look like in 3D? Doesn't look like that, I can tell you that much. Sorry, I'll make it a bit more like this. Okay, and clone, Control D, I believe. There you go. Straight down. Straight down. Now, is it a sphere? Oh God, I'm losing it. Never mind. Well, in that case, I can't draw it in 3D. Sorry, I'm wrong. Sorry, it's basically a. Oh yeah, I know how to do it now. Sorry, thanks, Dylan. It's essentially like this. There's a hole here, and sorry, it has to be an ellipse. There's a hole in here, and it burrows through to the other side. Does that make sense? So there's a hole in part of the sphere, and you get it's like a snooker ball, and you drill a cylinder into it. Does that make sense? A snooker ball, and you drill a cylinder into it. Alrighty. Now, what do we need to find out here? Show that the volume of the cylinder. Show that the volume of the sphere is 294 times bigger than the volume of the cylinder. Is that okay? Let's do the cylinder first. What's the height of the cylinder? 42. Why is it 42? What's the radius of the cylinder? 1. Volume of the cylinder is pi r squared h, which is going to be pi times 1 squared times 42. Is everybody happy with 42 pi? Yeah. Now what's the volume of a sphere? Oh, is it 22/7? Alright, fair enough. Thanks, Dylan. I'm going to change that to 22/7. Dylan, what are you going to get? 38,000. Yeah. No. You get 132. Thank you. Yeah, I think you're talking about I think you're talking about the sphere, not the cylinder. Right. Now the sphere is 4 over 3 pi r cubed, which is 4 over 3 times 22 over 7 times 21. Because remember, it's the radius of 21 for the sphere. And once when you do that, what you get?
38,808.
38,808. Quick question. What's 38,808, which is the volume of the sphere, divided by 132? 294. So you've proved your ratio, haven't you? 1 is to 294. Is that the question good? That's the last thing we have to do? For where? We don't have to subtract them.
You have to get the volume.
Oh, sorry. The volume remaining, my bad. So you get this number take away. This number, so 3808 take away. 132, and what do we get?
38,676.
38.
676.
Yeah, so that's the answer for part 1 because you have to get the volume. That is remaining. And the answer to part 2 is your 1 is to 294. Alrighty, what's after this? Did it, and we're done. Alright, that's great. We did that section pretty fast.